testifying on behalf of herself.
Hi, I'm Piper Lindeen from Sugarland, here testifying for 3785 and 837, both for. First, I'd like to talk about 3785, and if there's time, the next. The legalization of medical marijuana may seem like a difficult question to you now. For the families that have run out of options in treating disease, marijuana remains a difficult question simply because its legal status. I hope that today's testimonies help to guide and enlighten us all in order to make this question one that is easier to answer. My involvement with advocating for medical marijuana was a difficult decision. I'm a professional whose reputation stood to be tarnished by marijuana's stigma. I've prayed extensively over my decision to become an advocate. I have so much on the line today: the life and quality of life of my youngest son, the security of my youngest son, the security of my family, my profession, and my freedom. Each time I fear the associated risks, I think of the challenges faced by memorable biblical characters and one of my nightly lullabies for my children. Oh, what I would do to have the kind of faith it takes to climb out of this boat I'm in onto the crashing waves, to step out of my comfort zone and to the realm of the unknown where Jesus is and he's holding out his hand. I believe that with all the trials we face, we must each do our best to walk by faith. So I have decided to be outspoken about my son's need for medical marijuana. Many children with epilepsy, not just those with Dravet's, are born healthy and reach milestones at typical ages. Once the child begins having uncontrolled seizures, developmental abilities are lost. The child loses the ability to speak, walk, feed itself, and toilet, with the possibility of death or injury with each seizure. I have seen what epilepsy does to children while sitting in the waiting room at my son's doctor. These children were probably once as active as my son was before experiencing uncontrolled, often almost continuous seizure activity. Now they are almost catatonic. CBD-only legislation is not the answer for many. We attempted CBD for my son on 3 separate occasions. Within 2 minutes of each dose, he had a seizure. There's no doubt that there are many people that can't be helped by CBD-only marijuana, just as there are many epilepsy patients that can't be helped with Keppra. As CBD-only legislation is passed throughout the country, many parents are trying this for the first time. Some see success, many don't. They are finding that THCA and THC are invaluable in seizure control. Epilepsy patients need a wide variety of therapeutics available in order to combat the persistent and confusing devastation of this disease. There's such a wide array of diseases that can be successfully controlled with marijuana. Marijuana is showing great promise in treating cancer, PTSD, Alzheimer's, diabetes, and this is diabetes, not just the effects of diabetes, asthma, and opiate and alcohol addiction. I can't imagine being a parent of a child with late-stage brain cancer for which medical marijuana containing THCA and THC holds great promise, seeing CBD-only legislation pass. I would be devastated. I know that I'm on a path which can't lose. I look forward to seeing and hearing of the miraculous healing and comfort that is offered by marijuana for families afflicted with disease. This will happen. Unfortunately, I don't know how long it will take to get to this point. How many parents will lose children? How many memories gone? How many years of agonizing pain should some endure? I ask you to please do more than to vote for this law. I ask you to put yourself in the shoes of families that are out of good options and desperate for the healing that marijuana offers with little or no side effects. I ask that you see that it is truly unjust to withhold this God-given healing plant. I pray that God frees you to see past the constraints of an arbitrary designation that was given to this plant less than 100 years ago.
Thank you so much.
Sorry for reading the whole thing.
You did a beautiful job. Thank you. And